har me hearties, it's that time again. Shear me timbers, splice the mainsail, grab your paintbrush. It's time for that lazy pirate life. Har har! Right, back down club again this week, and back to a bit Kings of War, and we've got 1995 point games. Practice for Bull Run 3. So I'm up against Jordan and his Orcs. So he has got Gore Riders, Axe Regiments, Skulks, Troll, Crudger, a pair of Giants, one with each, a Horde of Great Axe, Flagger, a Drum with Dread, another regiment of Axe, another unit of Skulks, and another unit of Cavalry. I've got my Nightstalkers out, so I have Troop of Reapers, a couple of Mind Screeches, a Horde of Butchers, a Horde of Bloodworms, a Planar Apparition, another Troop of Reapers, a regiment of Scarecrows, a Shadowhawk. He is actually facing that way, but his tail caught on the Reapers. So, another unit of Scarecrows, a regiment of Phantoms, and another regiment of Phantoms. And we are playing plunder. So, token for one there, token for one there, loot token for one there, and the two 2-point tokens are there and there. So Jordan's done his 2 skank moves, so we're just about to roll off to see who goes first. Cheers. Right, Orcs took first turn, a general advance, as Orcs do, towards the tokens. They haven't picked up any of the tokens at present. A few shots went in. These dudes shot at the Scarecrows, done a wound on them. And this unit shot at the Bloodworms and done a wound on them. So we're moving into turn 1 for the Nightstalkers. Right, Nightstalkers turn 1. So came forward gently here, staying out of range of the Orc infantry, but in range of the Giants. These came forward. This is the Shadowhawk. These came forward slightly. These flew right away over there and then turned, and these moved over here behind the fence. So fired a couple of lots of lightning bolt at the drum. Only managed 1 wound, and I also got mind fog on him, but which I succeeded, but only rolled a 9 on the nerve test. So moving on to Orcs turn 2. Right, Orcs turn 2. So they've come forward here, picked up the 1 2-point token on the Gore Riders. The Great Axe Horde is also picked up a 2-point token. All these have come forward here. Nobody's picked up that token. And these have readjusted over here. These took some shots at the Scarecrow, missed. These took some shots at the Bloodworms and got them up to 3 wounds. So, moving on to Nightstalkers. Turn 2. Right, turn 2. So what happens? A couple of charges went in here. This was a hinder charge. So managed 7 wounds on the Great Axe with the worms and the zombies going in. These moved up here, these moved up here. The 2 Mind Screeches shot at the Skulks, but only managed a couple of wounds, didn't break them. These adjusted and moved back slightly. These Scarecrows charged in and done a couple of wounds on here. The Phantoms moved over there, and the other Phantoms just moved here. So, moving on to turn 3 for the Orcs. Right, Orcs turn 3. So, the Skulks and the Great Axe. Skulks went in the flank, Great Axe in the front, killed off the Bloodworms. The Giant got a flank charge on the Scarecrows and took them out. This is how they repositioned. Over here, over here, these charged into the other scarecrows and took them down, and they've repositioned like this. Just remembered we haven't done the combat over here, so we'll just do this combat and then get back to you. Right, we did this combat and he just managed to put 4 wounds on the Shadowhawk. So moving on to Nightstalkers, turn 3. Right, turn 3 for Nightstalkers. So yeah, a little bit better this time. So Reapers went in and killed the Skulks, the other Reapers, and the Butchers killed off the Great Axe, and the Butchers now have the token, the 2-point token. This is really important. The Butcher Flesh Ripper went into the flank of the Giant. Only done 4 wounds on him, the Baren rolled a double 6. So the Giant's wavered. He has Fury, but it does mean that he can only countercharge the Flesh Ripper now. So can't get over here to help out at all. Over this, the Shadowhawk flubbed against the Giant, so I think I put 5 wounds on him. And over here, the Phantoms just flew around, trying to keep out of charge range and get better angles on this mob here. So, moving over to turn 4 for the Orcs. Turn 4 for the Orcs. So, the Gore Riders just turned to face and moved back slightly. The Axe went in against the Reapers, just done 1 wound, didn't break them. The War Drum and the Character went against the Butchers, put 2 wounds on them. 7 wounds by this guy on the Ripper Flesh, the Butcher Flesh Ripper. Broken with the first dice, but because of the mind first, and the Standard Bearer just being there, didn't break him on the second roll. The Skulks went in to help with the Giant against the Shadowhawk, got him up to 10, didn't break him. And these just corralled around to defend against the Phantoms. So we're moving on to turn 4 for the Nightstalkers. Nightstalkers, turn 4. So what happens? The mine screeches, lightning bolted the Gore Riders, and yeah, double one them, or double one number 1. The Reapers went in here and put 8 wounds on the Orcs, but didn't do them. The Butchers done loads of wounds on the War Drum, but then double one number 2. Over here, 4 more wounds. 3 more wounds by the Butcher Flesh Ripper. Double one number 3. But the Shadowhawk did manage to kill the other Orc Giant. So the Phantoms, these moved over this way. These just relocated over there. Didn't really fancy charging into anything there. So moving on to turn 5 for the Orcs. Still everything to play for. Right, turn 5 for the Orcs. So these guys just backed off a little bit. These got the Reapers up to 6, then double one them. A couple of wounds were more put on the Butchers, but not enough to do any serious damage. The Giant and these finished off the Butcher Flesh Ripper. And Skulks went into the Shadowhawk, but didn't do much. And these just repositioned, with the Gore Riders also picking up another token. So at the moment, the Orcs have token 1-point token, 1-point token, and a 2-point token over there. So, moving on to Nightstalkers turn 5. Right, turn 5 for the Nightstalkers, and a very big turn for them. Alright, as you can see, there's a lot of dead Orcs. So, yep, the Gore Riders are dead. Managed to get a couple of lightning bolts on them, and then rolled an 11 and popped them. We just realised that Jordan had put in self-inspiring Orcs over on this flank. So if we'd have had them over that side, it could have made a hell of a lot of difference. But hey, c'est la vie. Reapers finished off the Axe. The Butchers killed the Standard Bearer and then went into the Drum and managed to finish them off. Over here, the Reapers went in here, got the Giant up to 12. Even with the added dread, couldn't drop him, so they're in a spot of hovering. The Shadowhawk managed to finish off the skulks and just come forward. I'd moved the phantoms this way, so, and the other phantoms have just moved over to there and sitting by the token. So we're moving to turn 6 for the Orcs. Right, turn 6 for the Orcs. So not much happened here. These just backed off a little bit from the Shadowhawk. These all stayed really where they were. This giant went in against the Reapers. Got us a 9, and you guessed it, another double 1. So Jordan's up to 4 double 1s, and I'm up to 5 double 1s in this game so far. So we're up to 9 double 1s. So can we get to double figures? Moving on to Nightstalkers, turn 6. So turn 6 for the Nightstalkers. So what happened? These flew over and grabbed the 2-point token. These just moved to face this way. The Reapers have got double 1 last turn, finished off the giant. This guy got healed back to 4 and charged into these guys, but didn't kill him. And I got a couple of lightning bolts from the Mind Screeches on the hill onto the Warlord and wavered him. These guys over here just grabbed the token. We rolled off for a turn 7, and there isn't one. So we have 2 points over there, 2 points over there, and 1 point over there for the Nightstalkers for 5, and the Orcs have 1 there and 1 there for 2. So a 5-2 victory to Nightstalkers. Cheers for now.